This is the Diman Regional School Committee. May 12th, 2026. Need a roll call?
Mr. Jennings,
Here.
Mr. Beegan,
Here.
Mr. DiBiaseu,
Here.
Attorney Flanagan, Mr. Manuel's,
Here.
Ms. Menard.
Okay, in accordance to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20F, any member of the public may make an audio or video recording of the public. A member of the public who wishes to record the meeting must first notify the chair and must comply with the reasonable requirements regarding audio or video equipment established by the chair is not interfere with the meeting. Everybody
This
recording?
matters.
Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Need a motion to approve the April 9th, 2026 minutes.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And the April 14th, 2026 minutes.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
1.4 student report. Case office.
Hello. So for our current events as of May, the DECA States winners have moved on to nationals, and during nationals, 2 students made it to the top 20 out of 600 in their competition. And more specifically, Jalen Gomes managed to finish first out of 520 other students in his competition. As for skills, over 100 students attended for states. 46 of the students received medals, 5 receiving scholarships, and I was also elected as a state officer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. For MCATs, math will be occurring on the week of the 18th. And as for sports, girls softball and track has started. The softball team is doing really good. As for ongoing issues, between the freshmen and sophomores, as of recently, there's been a petition going around regarding homecoming. I've spoken with a few of my friends who go to Durfee about this because the petition's about bringing external students to the homecoming that we have. And according to my Durfee, they have said that how it works is that the Durfee student would get a paper from admin, and then they would bring it to their friend who would sign it, their parents would sign it, and then the Durfee student would pay for both tickets for them and their friend. And obviously, considering that a lot of the students attend homecoming, if one person from Diamond were to bring another person from another school, that could essentially double or at least massively inflate the amount of students we have in attendance. So I'm not sure how we would want to go about addressing that. But when I wrote this was the first week in May. I know that there was at least 150 students who had signed it. Right now, I think we're sitting out over 200. But I believe it's something that can be achieved, but I would not know how without a lot of consideration from both admin and the students, so that both sides are pleased by it.
If I may, last year, Chase, and I applaud what you're doing. Okay, I really do, because I get calls year after year after year. Even though it's a diamond only event, only diamond students go. We had over 900 students last year at the Venus de Milo, and that was at bursting capacity. The meal was delicious. The dance floor was super crowded. So I don't know how that all plays out. But that's been taken under consideration before. Again, I continue to applaud, which means I do applaud you for backing up what the students are saying. But there is a capacity issue, because at this point we'll need to rent out Gillette Stadium in order to have something. I'm only kidding. In order to rent it out, in order to get it. Well, but it is a capacity issue.
And I believe I deal with that prior to learning about the petition. And I know I talked to a few of my friends who had set it up. But I guess from their point of view, it's only a few people who'd like to bring other friends. But obviously, there's going to be more than just a few people. Friends. So
the other piece is because we have to secure the contract for the venue a year in advance. So we're already secured for October 24th next year at the Venus de Milo. And then my fear would be that it would be an equity issue, because even if the Venus said you take 1,100 students, how do we decide who can bring a friend and who can't?
There's a healthy discussion going on.
Good. Any questions, comments? No? Thank you for your report.
Of course, thank you.
All right, moving on to 1.5, we have the election of the school committee officers and subcommittees. So first we have chair.
I'll make a motion for Mr. Jennings.
Second.
Here.
So I have a motion for Paul Jennings, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next would be the vice chair.
I'll make a motion to that Donald Gosio be appointed.
I have a motion for Donald Grazio, second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, next would be the treasurer. If you're brilliant, you know, motion. Good.
I'll make a motion to Jill Brilliant, treasurer.
I got a motion, I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Assistant treasurer, Jeff Deegan.
Jeff. I make a motion for Jeff.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Secretary, Alina Neps.
I'll make a motion.
Need a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
What would we do without?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There was no hesitation.
Well, thank you for your support again. And the subcommittees, we can leave as is unless somebody wants to change, you can notify me later and make some changes to the subcommittees. Yeah. thank you. All right, 3.1 other matters, we have the NSP student buildings. Yadu and
Right. I'll start it and Brian can finish. We are on time and on budget. That's the most important thing for everybody to know. The first, second, and third floor are equal punch list situation, which is very promising. And the shops, currently the one of the shops is being polished now, and then we just have business carpentry, and then it goes to business tech. Once business tech is done, the polished floors are finished. If you remember back 6 months ago, we were very worried about the polished floors, but they put more manpower on, use Saturdays, and they cooperate up and they're complete. The shops are moving along. A lot of shelving is going in. Some ductwork still continuing. We have work that's still being done in Autobahn because of the paint booths. And also in dental, there's a couple of things that are left to do in there that is going to probably take us right to the August 17th time. So, but we're looking to get those done. Everything should be complete by the time the kids come into school in September. This summer, like we've said in the past, is going to be a very busy summer. Between the moving that's being organized by Colliers and along with Jen and Leslie, really pushing the teachers to get the stuff organized. Melissa auctioning off things to get them out of here. But we're in great shape. The topic is ready at the bit for the students and the faculty to get off campus so they can go crazy. There's a lot to be done with parking lots and et cetera. So with that, I'll leave it to Mr. Bentley.
So the next on the agenda is the signage update. You do have in your packet, two double-sided pieces of paper. Show you the internal signage. Now, this is the signage that is showing to designate the walls, and different areas of the building. This is a sample. The colors don't pop as well on paper as it. But what you're looking at there with the word diamond on it, that will be the school store. On the back side of that is in our fitness center is the feature wall. And again, the whole concept of diamond is having the community, where we been, where we go in the history, and you see some great sports and action shots at it. Those are panels that are on the pads. In the automotive waiting area, they drew the equipment they're putting on there. The equipment looks like a checkered flag. Silhouettes that you see there behind the scenes waiting to get their cars worked on. These, what you're looking at is right over the walls and place if anything happens, material that on its own does. So although this will be there, not seeing it on, it's more of a table. And then on the back side of the tray hall, those is a nice large place. Last page, see that how we're going to have the banners, tray hall, table, and dangle. Again, that is the rendering of what it's going to look like.
Just to add, to
And it's
this,
orange and black.
orange and black is everything. And there are more that, Leslie and Brian will be approving over the next couple of weeks with, custom rules. But there'll be other murals put in. One of the big features in each stairway will be, one will be after Fall River, and they'll have a whole history of Fall River. Another will be Somerset, Swansea, Westport. So they'll have names in each stairway, and it'll be something about that town or city that the kids can look at as they're walking the stairs, hopefully not falling. But that's one of the key things we're doing. We're trying to bring the towns together. There's a map going to be showing that 195, 4 communities off of 195 as well. And then in the restaurant 51, the hallway there, will have a history of Diamond from Father Diamond right to the present. And they're currently going through data on that. Brian's been very helpful with that and getting that to the designers so that can put up. All these murals can be changed at any time by a graphic arts. Like if you look at the bangle here, so each one of these are patterns that our graphic arts with the technology they have, they can replace these. So as years go along, the students that are on there, they can put current students, or students who just graduated, whatever the school decides. But so it's not something that's permanent. They can be replaced. But this is a good design, good start for our school to look, not just blank walls, but stuff on the kids and whole faculty can look at every day.
I think the exciting part is the stairways, because the stairways will have identifiers, as Mr. DiDio said, from the 4 communities. It'll also help as, where are you? Because the students may get lost in the building, and when they go out, they'll say, what stairway are you in? Look at the stairs, and they'll be able to say, oh, I'm in the Fall River stairway. Okay, we know where you are. The other option is that we buy everybody a little tracking device.
We're not tracking them already.
But the whole concept is, it's been thought out that this is going to be historical, but it's also going to be community. Yeah, that's what we want. So that's. The next item on your agenda is dedication plaque. So 2 parts to this, one will be with both. The front side with the orange, right? This is the rendering of what the plaque will look like. This is acrylic. Okay. Now it's going to go in a prominent location, the orange and black. And what is going to be written underneath it is on the back. This I do present to the committee consideration and approval, so that the dedication plaque, and again, we call it placeholders, can't be changed, but giving you some thought, is that it would say dedicated to the citizens of Fall River, Somerset, Swansea, and Westport, whose generous support made this building possible. And it would list under there the people who are on the school building committee. It would list the outreach committee, which is of course the original group, and the members of them. There'll also be the tech, the owner's project manager, and the construction manager, and their logo signifying their company. And off to the side, instead of having a specific date, we know that the ribbon cutting is going to be in August 21st. We don't want to get tied down to a date here, and forbid something happen. So we're just going to say August of 2026. So I present this to the school committee in order for their consideration and for their vote, as it does need a vote.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
I'll second that.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Just a couple of things, probably typo aware.
Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to make it all in one line.
Yeah.
Yes, so lined up.
Yeah, we have all the names that we just have names.
Well, his name's there, but it's on the line above him.
Yes.
I think it says
that was just a.
We will have.
We'll take care of that.
All right, and then the black on the inside, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. This.
Just want to make sure.
Black and white.
Just want to make
Yes,
sure.
it's guaranteed.
I mean, I can understand. Okay, so, moving on, so we, need reaffirmation of the time contract change.
So these are the ones that were, this was already approved at the school building committee. The Riazio chairs last night, and this is to reaffirm it because this is the amount of money that was voted last night. It still needs to go before the school. The very first one is prime contract change order, CCO number 17, and that was voted last night at $318,201.67.
Need a motion to, need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
The next one, and you have a picture of this, is the brake that is in the metal fabrication welding shop. This brake actually has to be moved. Because it's such a specialty item and it's top heavy, hydraulic fuel, hydraulic oil inside there. In order to crush it, it needs to be disassembled, moved out, and then put on the truck and transported. But that comes at a cost of $21,800, which is voted by the school building committee, and it needs to be reaffirmed by the school.
Just one note on that.
Yeah.
This is, this one here for the 21,800 is just for the taking apart and putting back together. The moving is going to be done by our rigger along with this company, Cincinnati, I think it's Cincinnati Press Brake. So we are still paying for rigging, but it's a lot to take apart. And actually Suffolk's going to be helping us with it as well, because they have sheet metal that has to be taken off from the top.
And a light too.
And a light that's no longer being used.
Again, much of the equipment being moved is specialty items because they have to be reassembled in a way that they're going to be functioning. In many cases, they have to be balanced. They have to be set in a certain fashion so that they work accurately. So that's why there's a cost associated.
And, I figured how many gallons of the.
They mentioned a lot.
There's a lot.
All right, need a motion to approve. Need a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
The next item, and we do have Eric Burnett with us, because you may be familiar with something with Office and IT, and that was the uninstall. These three items right here, as was explained, and then Eric, I'll kick it over to you, please, is that we were talking that if the building's being demolished, why do we have to pay to have something uninstalled? And as it was explained, that if it's going to be uninstalled but used at another time, there is a cost associated with that. If in fact it's going to not be uninstalled and we don't need it, we just demolish it when we demolish everything else. That's the record ball covenant. Okay, so Eric, if you would please.
So these are the technology items in this building that still had educational value, so it's sort of not installing, transporting. Replacement cost is more than the
I think one of the key things you mentioned to us last night was some of it might not be used in the school, but it's for educational purposes that you just said for the students to learn Office IT, because this is some of the items he's taken down that Eric's having removed by Oakland's Technologies is current stuff that is still used today in job trades. So, so it's very important for our students to learn off modern technology.
So each of these systems right here have a specific name and usefulness. And I will not even pretend that I will define any of the initials that are associated with it.
I think the example used last night was the very first item is removal of 98 access points. To buy those same access points today, it's about $500 per access.
Right. And everybody shut up after that.
And again, the MDF, IDF uninstall, the auditorium sound system, the uninstall, and the cradle point failover. Eric, could we just take a moment to talk about that?
Yeah, the Cradle Point is actually an install. That's in order to put an antenna on the new building in order to tell you the failover to the network. Our telephone and everything live in the network. Or stays up.
So with all the technical jargon that's talked to us about last night, well, maybe the recommendation is to reaffirm exactly what you see here as submitted.
Need a motion to approve. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Votes.
The next is the recommendation of the athletic equipment procurement. So this is what we are purchasing. It was picked up, it's been worked upon by Bobby Bailey. It's been also worked upon by my coaches. And this is the equipment that would need to go into athletic, I'm sorry, into workout, for lack of a better word. The pricing is the best pricing possible, and it does come with a cost of $51,222.
Stability, the agenda is a different amount.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the original.
Yes, I do apologize for that. So last night it was picked up that the original one going to be 35,000 027. That was corrected by the company that was with us, Suffolk, who said no, that's not the right amount, and they explained that last night to us.
Right.
That the corrected figure actually should be $51,222. That was picked up last night.
Okay,
When this was put together, they used the pink sheet was showing the old one. This is the corrected version. I apologize to the committee for that.
okay, so the
athletic equipment.
51,222. Need a motion to approve. A second, all in favor?
Aye.
Votes.
And I apologize for that confusion. Services. Quite a bit of discussion on this one last night. Moving services. That is coming in from Walker and Sons. To let you know what this is, that the amount of $1,163,500 is all inclusive for the moving services proposal. This is a do not exceed number, which means in a worst case scenario for charging us to move everything from this building into that building. Now, minus the rigging, Walker does not do rigging. They only do the actual physical moving of things they can put on trucks, et cetera, and move to the building. This was the figure that what they were proposing.
Indeed, just to, as we mentioned that, the reason that this figure here, I feel is not correct, but we're not going to exceed it, is because when the prices were figured out for the moving, any educational moving is not at the prevailing rate. District office stuff, it's not educational, yes, it's prevailing rate. So they figured out prevailing rate to move items. So, for example, a union laborer to move things, their whole total package is close to $80 an hour. So we've got, Melissa's gone back, she's asked some figures, so this will drop, hopefully, will definitely should drop. But to get it passed, so we can continue working with Wallaca to get the move going, because as soon as they're working now, and when school's done, they're all ready to go. So that was the issue. Melissa is going to still follow through with them and get the newer rates, but that was one of the issues that we talked about.
Crystal, who is involved heavily with this, not Crystal from us, but from the project. She believes that the final figure will probably come in over $700,000, but well under the 1.1 billion. That's
Okay,
a little bit.
so we need a motion for the $1,163,000.
Not to exceed.
Which is
Not to
exceed.
Not to exceed $1,163,500.
Discussion on the motion.
Yes, sir.
So if it does not exceed that amount or go to that amount, where does the balance come?
So this is what we were talking about last night, and I had Collier's, I mean, company was bringing the issue. We have a line item movement and line item which is non-reimbursable from MSBA. So the line item we have fixed into the budget covers this, but bricking is also around $500,000. So eventually, any overage in that line item transfer will be coming from the owner's contingency. So that's why it's so important to get the exact figures, because that's our one.
Fair enough, thank you.
Okay, got a motion, need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
The next item is for the This is a reaffirmation of the automotive tech lift procurement for Mohawk lifts. The figure that this is to go into the automotive technology shop. And the cost for that is $32,929.66.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
This is a new front end rack. Theirs is really old. It's bringing them into modern technology. It's good.
And the next item is reaffirmation of the chemical lab pack. The chemicals that we had in our science labs do need to be either taken out and moved or taken out and right. Which is we have to hire an outside person for that, and the cost associated with that is $12,264.
Need a motion to approve? Need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, moving on. NSBA expenditures.
This, but that's
Okay, so we have for professional services rendered through 4/30 for college, the amount of $158,336.54. For Castle, we have for professional services rendered through April 30th, 2026, the amount of $149,537. For the period ending April 30th, 2026 for Suffolk, we have $4,210,471.67. And for Yankee Engineering for fire stopping and half-day rebar inspections for $3,605.
Need a motion to approve? Need a second?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Moving on to 2.1 meeting with the House Building Subcommittee. Mr. Young.
So, if you look in front of you, we have a lot of items that have been completed or are about to be completed by the City of Four Rivers, and Westport in Somerset. And, we're hoping to get majority, not majority, but most of these, taken care of before the end of the school year, so we can start off next year with a slate. One of the topics that I brought up, Mr. Vegan, was, we're gonna be looking to push a little harder for Swansea and Somerset to get items, since our list is almost nil. And, it's not the fault of our department head, but it's a fault of, us not pushing hard enough. So I think, I'm gonna get out in my community, Jeff, and I already talked to, he's gonna get out in his community and get more items, to be done by the, grades. Moving on, Mr. Jennings, we're gonna hold for now the house building. We have two together, but our carpentry shop working with the owners. They're gonna come back to us next month.
Thank you. All right, moving on to C, 2026, 2027 student handbook.
on the handbook, I'm going to use this, like I said, we speak to that, we have the information. Change is mild.
Okay, so you can see clearly there that we just did some update of titles. And we also updated some, just the wording of the student eligibility criteria, just making it a little bit clear that students under suspension will not be allowed to attend and participate in any social or extracurricular activities until the suspension has been served. So that has gone home in official letters when we've notified parents. But then we've had some issues with kids saying I didn't know.
Not suspension, but this is their, not suspended, but they have to do.
Their credit recoveries.
Yeah.
We typically don't hold the credit recovery because that could be for.
About detention, that including detention.
Yeah.
So they could have 20 detentions, you still go to a social gathering.
No, we always, that's clear as day, that they're not allowed to go on field, end of the year field trip and our proms until all of those have been served. But this one, we've had some issues with suspensions with kids, so we wanted to make sure that we were completely clear on that. He also too, adjusting the line schedule for the new building, so that will get updated on the website when we publish those. A cell phone policy, we had to add in, the Meta AI glasses. Because their staff is so up there, well, hey, it's up there. So we made sure, and we worked with Eric Benoit too, on making sure that all the latest and greatest technology. And as soon as the ink is dry, they'll find something else. Yeah.
Yes. Do we also have a policy on using AI for homework or test taking?
Yes, it is actually an integrity, it's under the academic integrity policy, yeah. And Mr. Griffin and Dr. Warren have been working on bringing a whole day of AI and professional learning to both staff and students for
Outstanding.
next year. Just because it is the future. As it was an item on every program advisory committee's agenda to discuss and talk about the future of AI in each program because it's coming. And that's something that we're going to have to adjust constantly for. So setting up those internal committees and working with that industry departments is going to allow us to stay ahead of the curve.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Because of the meta glasses added to the policy, was that because of a student bringing it in, or was that just to be certain that
Be
someone
certain.
brings it in?
Be
Okay,
certain.
just making sure.
Why,
Yeah.
you didn't bring yours in?
No, unfortunately, I haven't.
Good man, good man. Then removal, so when we go into the new building, all of our phone extensions are gonna change. So we're still working that out, so we're gonna remove those from the handbook and just leave the email addresses in there. Because those will stay constant. I did the cell phone policy, and then the last thing, students are not permitted to use technology was added to our school detention. Also, just to make sure that we're clear on that.
Any questions? No. Okay, recommendation is to approve the 2026-27 student handbook as submitted. Need a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving on to personnel, Mr. Penn.
Yes, this is for the committee's information, and some of these have already taken place. But as like the freshman placement testing practice, we do have things that happen throughout the year, and we do need people to monitor that in order to make sure that everything is done correctly, or to offer student assistance, which is the biggest one right there. The next is that we have reappointments of faculty who have completed 1 year, 1 year on waivers, 2 years, 2 years on waivers, 2 years, 1 year license. And again, a faculty member who is on a waiver, that time is not counted toward professional development. They have to be fully licensed, they have to be working and successfully teaching for 3 years in order to obtain professional status thing. And this is the complete list right there. We do have some that I congratulate, professional status, Keith Souza, Sean Smith, Andrew Cabral, Josh Valea, Lucas Dos Santos, Marilyn Lefeo, Mitchell Piper, Tara Weber. They're outstanding teachers who have worked for 3 years here successfully and have obtained full licensure. I do have announcement of a retirement. That is Karen Cirillo, of a dental assisting instructor. She submitted her letter of intent to retire effective the last day of school in June of 2027. That is the list.
Thank you. Okay. Moving on to advisory board.
Yes, for the advisory board, this does need action by the school committee on a vote. I will read off, but I will not go into the details as they're evident here. But advisory board appointments of Peyton Acosta, Amanda Borges, Jesse Vitello, Jeremiah Chicka, Stacy Panacho, Martin Smith, and Tracy Tupin. They've all been working in the trade. They're all related to Diamond somehow. They all want to serve and have been serving on the advisory board. But this is now to make their recommendation official, and it is to appoint Peyton, Amanda, Jesse, Jeremiah, Stacy Panacho, Martin Smith, Tracy Tupin, to the program schools. They are identified.
For a term of 3 years.
Please, for a term of 3 years.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Need a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Next, it is the advisory board reappointments. This is something that Mr. Jennings and talked about how they completed what they need to complete or to stay on. I have for you a full listing front and back those who are serving and continue to serve and want to serve like invite. They nominated both of us to the respective program advisory board for a term of 3 years.
Need a motion to approve? Need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
Mr. Bentley, when we redid this, quite a lot of names that don't want to.
Most of them didn't know that their term was up. Some of them said, okay, some of them said, they'll think about it. So we said, well, this is what you need to think about. You must complete what the requirements are, which is they should work with the listing. I'm not, you're familiar with this. They must do a quarterly, they must do an ethics training, and they must do the ethics summary. So each one of these people here has 15 pages altogether. Submitted the proper paper. Wasn't that many?
No.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Good, good.
So every 3 years will be.
Every 3 years, so now the clock is starting over.
All right, good. Thank you. Moving on to E, discussion and potential appointment of the assistant superintendent principal. So we had a total of like 31 applicants. We narrowed that down to 4 we interviewed.
There is a recommendation.
There is a recommendation.
This.
And just so the board members in the homes to chapter 71, section 39, does give a recommendation.
So, for the committee, if you remember that we did interview 4 applicants on April 14th, 2026. Okay, and there were 4 as totally interviewed. After consideration and review of the applicants and knowing the needs of Diamond as we move forward with new building, new technology, and the needs for our students, I recommend Wally Williams for the position of assistant superintendent principal Diamond.
Okay. So now I need someone to make,
Can I,
say a few words.
say a few words? All right, so myself and several of the other members of this board have been through this process several times over the last, many years. And I will say, it's the first time since I've been on the board, that we had, 4 candidates that blew us out of the water. And, 4 candidates that any one of them could do this job. And they showed it in their interview, and they showed it with their resume and their references. It's hard to make a decision between the 4. It really is. But I am making a recommendation for Mr. Williams to be the next.
Need a motion.
I'll make that motion. Mr. Williams.
Need a second on that?
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Need a roll call?
Mr. Jennings,
Yes.
Mr. Beegan,
Yes.
Mr. DiBiaseu,
Yes.
Attorney Flanagan,
Yes.
Mr. Manuel's,
Yes.
Ms. Menard.
Yes.
Okay. Depending the,
We will be going into executive session. There's not contract negotiations. Obviously, the appointment is made subject to a successful contract.
okay, moving on to F. The DAA job descriptions.
F, G, and H are going to be held. We have the executive session items, because they affect the contract negotiations for both the DAA and non-union personnel. Going to executive sessions and carrying them back out when you resume to open session afterwards. So please go on to I.
All right, moving on to I, the 25-26 school calendar change.
Yes, this is like I said, had to be done now, so I'll let you speak to make out.
Yeah, since you know, we had 7 school dates that we needed to make up. And the original, original release date of June 12th, we had several half days that were structured in there for teachers to finish correcting finals. And also to allow our teacher time to pack up their rooms and submit all their end of the year duties. So now with the extension of school until June 24th, I'm asking the committee to consider 11 o'clock dismissals on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, so that our staff and faculty can complete all those end of the year duties before they walk out of here for the last time.
Okay. The recommendation is to approve the 25-26 school calendar year.
You discussed my motion.
Right.
Are they serving lunch those days or?
Not on those days,
Not
but
on those days.
not on those days. But I will notify families after whether or not it's approved,
Thank you.
so that they have enough field.
Thank you.
Okay. So I get that.
So move.
Motion, need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Votes. Order to J, student travel request.
We do have some travel requests. First is the Skills USA advisors have submitted an out-of-state overnight travel request for students to participate in the national competition, which is being held in Atlanta, Georgia, from June 1st until June 6th. My recommendation is to approve the out-of-state overnight travel, June 1st, June 6th in Atlanta, Georgia. So the students can go.
Need a motion to approve. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
The next one is from Anne Marie Zenni, our business management and finance instructor, department head. She submitted an out-of-state overnight travel for 3 students to participate in the MOS national competition, June 14th through June 17th in Nashville, Tennessee. The recommendation is to that out-of-state overnight travel to Nashville, Tennessee for the students to.
Need a motion? Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And the next is a reapplicant. That was loud when Mr. Jennings was called, and this is that David Salsina, metal fabrication welding department head, submitted an out-of-state overnight travel request. 2 students to participate in Project MFG competition finals in San Diego, California. It was on May 4th to May 9th. My recommendation is to reaffirm that for the full committee to allow that to have it completed, but also to affirm that in San Diego, California, May 4th through the 9th. And I'll pause before I take a breath here, is that one of our students, Lewis, he did come in first in the entire country in the MFG. He was not only given a scholarship of $1,000, but he was given $10,000 in cash.
Very good.
Unbelievable.
Great job. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Wait,
Yeah. Okay, need the recommendation to reaffirm. Motion. Take a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, spring advisory board report.
So the spring advisory boards, I do believe that they were already previously mailed to you or sent to you by email. They are there for your reading. I think you find them very informative. Also, time to come, Mrs. Weicker, if you want to add anything on that, the advisory boards.
no, just that we did change the format. This year, we started in the fall looking at data for improvement programs. And then this one was more an open format to get feedback on how to, instead of explaining what we've been doing. And we got some positive feedback about it. How this meeting was more interactive, and they felt that they left a positive outcome and direction. And so Jen and I will continue to work on building that out with our advisories.
Great, thank you. Moving on to disposal of American flags.
So keeping with the move, every single flag in this building needs to be destroyed as we're getting new ones. But I'll let Mrs. Weicker, she has already worked all that out, I believe.
Oh, God willing. So we had a staff member, and every day it's interesting. So that one thing that you haven't thought about, they're bringing to your attention, which is great. She had a request that the Westport Fire Department would be willing to take all of our flags if we could get them there the first week of June to properly dispose of them at their flag burning ceremony. So Celeste Force from our science department will take that down all of this is the classroom flags. We're probably talking about 200 of them in the building. I didn't want to do so, one, without permission from the committee. But 2, also to let our parents know and our students. So yeah, we'll keep them in main areas, like our cafeteria, the corridor, the auditorium. We can dispose of them at a later date. But the other ones, they're tattered, and we do want to start off with fresh and new ones. So I just wanted permission to do that.
As the committee knows that we talked about it, Mrs. Like I say, even with a few things about what's that top of the wall is called. Won't go there.
I forget what it's called, but I know what's inside.
It's called a turret.
Turret.
Yeah, but the flags must be, Mr. Johnson, in a certain fashion, respectful to the flag.
Yes.
I think the voice got it. Voice.
First down is the veterans do it, remember, we'll do it, yeah.
So the recommendation is to surplus the American flags in the way that was just designated.
Make the motion. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? M, use of facilities.
The use of facilities, Brian Jacob from the Fall River Water Department submitted a use of facilities request to use the student parking lot Saturday, the 30th, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. for an open house to be held at the facility. This was previously done in the past 2 years. I just want to point that out. And the recommendation is to approve that use of facilities by Brian Jacob from the Fall River Water Department to use our parking lot.
Need a motion for the second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And this was previously on a phone call that I had given to Mr. Jennings, and you have the pictures tonight. Kara Marcelino, a Diamond graduate, 22, and her fiance requested the use of facilities for various spaces in the building, take engagement photos. You have, I think I passed them on to everybody, the recommendation, very touching. It's private diamond, that they would come into the building and do that. Or in the words of our photographer who took the picture of their photographer taking pictures, because he's gonna make it a little blurred, put it out there. He said it was very cute.
Now, are we gonna be booking the 10-year anniversary here?
I know.
All right.
I'm not.
Why not? All right, need a
There'll be a
motion to reaffirm?
So, also moved.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Moving on to N, request to establish an Andrew Let Alonso
Yeah, it's
Memorial Scholarship.
Andrew Bartelt, the Lowe's Memorial Scholarship. A gentleman came in to speak to us here about donating a large sum of money that would benefit the students of Diamond Regional in awards night. The amount of money in particular is $100,000 that he wants to donate to Diamond over time, with $10,000 being given out every single year to students. He helped work with Lynn to establish what criteria would be used. And he was very satisfied, which came out. Very nice gentleman, and so I came in quite the conversation with him. And he just said that he was very lucky to be in a position to do this, and he wanted to give back because his son, Andrew Father Beloza, he passed away, and he wanted to keep his memory alive.
Oh.
So the recommendation is to, on the committee's vote, would be to establish the memorial scholarship in accordance with the guidelines set forth by the chair.
Okay, a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yeah.
Yeah, he was not the father, but he was a student, but he passed away, he graduated, and he passed away very tragically in an accident.
On behalf of the committee, can we please send a thank you letter?
Yes, yes, those letters do go out to them, and yes, thank you for reminding us of that.
Okay, acceptance or gifts.
And there's also, as has continued over the past several years, an anonymous community member has generously donated $1,900 to be distributed to the 25-26 outstanding vocational students. She has done this donation over the years, and she wants each recipient on this upcoming Thursday night to receive $100 for their achievement. So the recommendation is to accept that, and that we can, from this anonymous community member, to be distributed this upcoming Thursday night.
Motion to accept in a second. All in favor?
Aye. Yeah, very generous.
Okay, then we have surplus for.
See you.
So we have been working closely with Collections International, we had a gentleman out last week, to take pictures of a lot of things around. I had asked that the link to it be put up on our social media, so everyone in the community is aware of what we're disposing of. After you approve it tonight, there should be another update going out. Right now, we currently have our cafeteria and our culinary arts equipment on the website. I reached out to 11 local resellers, and we have one that is interested, and his family has already put us in contact with 2 others that are going to come in and see what we have to offer, and they are going to take a bid with what we have cafeteria and the culinary arts.
The recommendation is, and you have a complete listing there. And this is, they're letting you know why it's so extensive. We're getting down towards the end. We only have, next month, and then we're done. So we want to get as much as new to you as possible so that these can be auctioned off. List.
Right.
All of this has been previewed by the appropriate vice. President. This is where I said, and Melissa in particular, to make sure that there's nothing here that is, that would get you upset, but they there's time. So this is the article.
But you also have, we have reached out to local communities as well, there's for desk chairs and other items, but we're hoping that we can pick up if we do not have enough interest. With that, our committee is also posting that out there for other people.
June 26th. So, we have reached out to, also said, communities, and we're going to, they give us a list of what they're looking for, teacher desks, student desks, like that. Going to be put into our school gymnasium, they're going to have to come pick it up, on those days.
I was thinking that any metal test that doesn't get sold on the website, I want to contact one of the staff, see if we could get some money for them. They could drop all in the dumpster.
Yeah, those are options, but we're hoping to, you know, other schools or places. Benefit from it,
Nothing
but
left
yes.
over after they take what they need.
Love to see them refurbished.
Right. But we don't want to get stuck with it either. But
No.
Oh, absolutely not.
But we have secured 2 more dates at least for the auctioneers to come back and take more pictures as things come up.
Yep.
We make sure we schedule that ahead of time while he was here, so we're not running into any issues.
Motion is to approve the surplus list. Need a second in favor? Aye. Oppose? Okay, we have the FY 25 end of the year audit report. Yes, Mr. Dressel.
So this is just the annual report of for our ending year audit. There were no findings. So this would just be a view. They do this every year. This is what determines our practice every year in our public applications.
Any questions or comments? No. And then moving on to the monthly financial report. Dressel.
So you have here your student activity report and your regular financial report. I have over the past few days emailed all the department heads with their current balances in the 26 budget. And I've also emailed them their detailed budgets for 27 to start reviewing, to start thinking of items they would like to purchase with the money that they have remaining for the rest of the year. And I continue to monitor the balances, and I prepare any more transfers as we go. Because some teachers are finding that they're, not going on field trips, so they can use that to purchase supplies to get the school year started, so we can make sure they're ready to go in September.
Right, good. Any questions or comments? None. Moving on to expenditures.
And that would also be Mr. Dressel.
Or
That is.
so
We've
what
already probably did 3/4 of the list already.
we did, but one of the things that's separate would be the teacher Chromebooks. Eric Benoit, I don't know if I'm on the spot, wants to speak about it, but he did secure 3 different quotes for teachers' computers for the upcoming school year. And these are one of the items that the funding that is available, we would like to be able to purchase this year to have them ready for the end of the school year. We're looking to go to the Chromebooks for the staff. And the purchase price would be approximately $162,000.
All right, well, we got 2. We'll do these expenditures first. We'll finish
Okay.
that off.
Sure.
And then we'll move on to the,
Okay.
so, we have the Skills USA.
Yes, for Skills USA, they have the national competition for registration and travel for $95,000. We have the meals for $10,800 also for Skills USA. We have the freshman class trip, supercharged entertainment for $15,703.04. And we also have the senior prom cost for the Omni Providence for prom for $22,639.
Need a motion to, need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Nothing. All right, moving on to the teacher home.
There's an entire packet, there, is there anything that's?
Yeah, I'm going to speak on this item. Teachers are carrying around this device. 7 years old. We're asking them to walk into a brand new building with new technology carrying a 7-year-old. Funding for this would be nice to hear them be updated.
Any questions?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Where we got $1,595 from.
So this is one of those items that in the event that we have funding and at the end of the year, we will purchase it, but these quotes is time sensitive. So if we have the money prior, I just want to make sure that we are okay to move forward with this before the next meeting. And if not, then we will. We have the money, we will have the money in the technology line.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get the expenditure approved.
All right.
All right,
Matt, just had a question.
Yes.
Are we gonna, be able to recycle the other ones, the older ones?
The idea would be to repurpose them where purpose.
all right. Just,
And if not, we have upcycle, correct?
if
Yes.
you could come back to us next month at our
Absolutely.
meeting and give us an update on this.
Yes, and we would have a transfer as well of funds,
Okay.
to cover that.
Okay.
So we're not gonna make any purchases until I'm 100% sure we have the funding.
Yep,
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
all right. Okay, recommendation to approve the teacher Chromebook. Need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Transfer of funds.
So again, this is just to clean up some of the lines that have been overspent. The bottom line is the bottom line. I do want to point out that I did earmark money into extraordinary maintenance. So the total amount we'll see next month is what would be considered a 4.5% carryover that you can physically see that I'm not touching. So
Okay.
this is all movement within the departments of things that they said they're not going to spend on one item, but they'd like to spend it elsewhere.
All right. Your motion to transfer, question?
So I understand what you just said, but my question is, spend it elsewhere, that's still gotta be approved. They just don't have the money to buy what they want.
If it's over, so some of this is to clean up, but if it's under
They
the
have
ten
extra
thousand.
money, but it still has to be approved. They can't just say,
By-
I have the
by
money, I can buy what I want.
No, we are approving it.
Okay.
No, it has to go through an approval process, so yes, it has to go through myself, Mr. Bentley, Mr. Beckerson, and either locational or the academic.
Thanks.
Yes, I should have clarified that, but yes, no, they cannot just purchase them in their like. We do not pay those with no requisitions, so.
Well, we approve a lot more trips.
Yeah, no, there definitely is not. I do everything.
Need a motion to make the transfer.
I'll make that motion.
Need a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, superintendent director's report.
Very briefly, the enrollment report, we put it at 1,409 students. There is a breakdown attached to, that you have on one of the pages following it. Cooperative education, 257 students. Are participating in co-op, and that is combining both grades 12 and grade 11 who are now out there. For the LPN program, we, for the class of 2026, there are 30 students, which is, again, that's high that we're doing. We've already looked ahead for next year. That number of 17 changed this morning to 20 that will already have been accepted into the next class. We have TS testing going on. We do have 2 more testings coming up. So the program for the LPN for the 26, 27 is looking very good and strong with accepting students. Excuse me. Lastly is important dates. I do have a mistake on July 12th. I'm walk through in yellow. But these are important dates as they affect the movement from our school to the new school.
business office will be open when this school closes down, which is July 7th. Again, the high school will be moving into here, certain offices to work out of this building. The business office will relocate next door. August 17th, the new Diamond building is open for everyone. August 21st is ribbon cutting. August 31st, all faculty report. And September 3rd is the first day for students. I do want to point out that the final walkthrough to come through Diamond, sort of a memory lane type for all alumni, is going to be on July the 12th from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. And I am soliciting members of the Diamond Bengal Foundation. 12 to 2 is a change. It is 2 to 4. I made a mistake. That's up to the first one since third grade. I mean, all right, for me. Thank you. We're better.
But the final walkthrough will be kind of just a 2-hour walk. Also, that is, I've explained to the committee's board, if there is something loose in the building that will fit inside of a bag that we're going to be giving to them, they can put it in the bag and take it. I don't know what. Clocks on the wall, people wanted to take them to. And the clocks are useless, so I don't.
They don't have time.
Hey, that's, I bought that, by the way, that's battery up. I didn't even send a receipt.
Tell the lady it's never on time.
Twice a day, it's right. So it's an aggressive schedule, but I just want to point out to me that was happening this summer from June 9th of graduation to September 3rd. That's cadets, and it's very aggressive. I do hope on that, when we get to the calendar events, I do want to push something. But
Any other questions or comments on the report?
no.
Moving on to the calendar events.
Most important thing on the calendar of the event coming up in June is our graduation at Durham High School. I know Mrs. Neves has reached out to members of the committee to see about their availability. It's going to be a beautiful night with great weather, 75 degrees, sunny. And sun it on that. Could be only by the right. But the committee is welcome to be there. 6 o'clock, which would mean the arrival for any members of the committee should be about 5:30. That's what.
June 9th.
June 9th. Thank you.
See,
A lot of activities on the June.
all right, and then we have the listing. I'm going to put a listing of all the upcoming.
Question. For, according to this, they have from August to June. There's no meeting in July?
We don't normally meet
Okay, just think,
unless there's something that is up that we normally we don't. Meet.
all right, just making sure. Thank you.
So you won't have to show up. Okay, and our next scheduled meeting is June the 4th. We don't have anything.
We do not.
All right, and we have a reason to go into executive session.
We do, Mr. Chairman, pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, 38, two sessions. Collective bargaining sessions and contract issue. Individual. Principal contract. Additionally, pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, the year 21A, paragraph 2, collective sessions. In preparation for negotiations with non-personnel to the collective bargaining session, contract issue non-personnel. DAA job descriptions, school psychologist 504 coordinator position, and job description and LPN program job descriptions, retailing program administrator, financial aid coordinator, instructor, and clinical adjunct. I will say that the last two being the school psychologist 504 coordinator position, job description and LPN program job descriptions, program administrator, financial aid coordinator, instructor, and clinical adjunct will go to the subcommittee, correct, Mr. Chairman? Correct. It's going to be sent to the job description subcommittee. So therefore, if anybody's in the audience, just so that means we will not be addressing paragraph F and paragraph G under new business that passed tonight. They will not be addressed. They will likely be a vote relative to paragraph B, discussion of potential appointment of assistant superintendent principal. I'm sorry, I apologize. Discussion of DAA job descriptions vote if necessary. That will be discussed tonight.
Okay. Need a motion to go to executive session? Second, all in favor? Aye. Need a roll call?
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Mr. Beegan.
Yes.
Mr. DiBiaseu.
Yes.
Attorney Flanagan. Mr. Manuel's.
Yes.
Ms. Menard.
Yes.
And we will be coming out. Yes, like them both will be taken.
Apologize.
Okay, we're in open session. Need a roll call?
Mr. Jennings.
Yeah.
Mr. Beegan.
Here.
Mr. DiBiaseu. Attorney Flanagan.
Present.
Mr. Manuel's.
Here.
Ms. Menard.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I'm recommending that 3.1F, discussion of DAA job descriptions, vote if necessary. I recommend that a motion be made to accept the job descriptions as negotiated, and secondarily to enter into the memorandum of agreement as provided by the DAA and as negotiated.
Need a motion on that? Motion. Second, all in favor? Aye.
And just to say, state in open session 3.1E and 3.1F will be referred to our subcommittee on job descriptions. That's FYI.
Need a motion? Need a vote?
To be sent, make a motion. That's it, yeah, that is sent.
Motion. Need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, need a motion to adjourn.
That one, sir.
Second? All in favor? Aye.
This pizza for the thing over there.